Dr. Andrew Wiles, a medical doctor, Harvard trained, who opened a center in Arizona about 30 years ago, focused on alternative healing. And he's been one of the leaders on the forefront in the alternative health movement for many years. I really like him, respect him, read a lot of his books, think he talks about some really important stuff. And he said something in that interview with Larry King that I thought was profound. And I'd never heard it explained quite this way. He said, self-care, taking care of ourselves, isn't just something that we do after everything's handled. It's something we got to do first. And it's so important. And he said the human body knows this. He said there's a mechanism in the human body that we all share that's a perfect metaphor for this. It's the human heart. So all of our hearts are beating right now, right? 50, 60, 70 times a minute, just like this. We don't have to think about it, it's just happening. And what he said is that when the heart beats, there's two parts to the beat. The first part of the beat, the heart pumps blood to itself. The second part of the beat, the heart pumps blood to the rest of the body. Just like that. Has to work that way. Can't work any other way. Your ability to appreciate and value yourself, pat yourself on the back, fill your own bucket, gives you the capacity to do that for the people around you. And I know, just by the fact that you're here, that you take on a lot of responsibility in your life. You're committed to serving and to giving. And again, that's such a beautiful thing. But my invitation to you, my challenge to you, is to see if you can move yourself up the list a little more and appreciate yourself so that you can authentically do that for others. Self-appreciation is not an act of narcissism or self-absorption. It's one of the best things we can do to make a difference for others. People ask me all the time, given the work that I do, they'll come up to me and they'll say, how do I get my teenage son? How do I get my young daughter? How do I get my kids to be more grateful and appreciative? And I say, well, there's really only two ways. The first thing you can do is model it, like Gandhi taught us. Be the change. Be the change. How do you talk about yourself? How do you treat yourself? How do you talk about life? What kind of conversations are coming up? That's the first thing. And the second thing you can do is appreciate them authentically, not lecture them and tell them they should be more grateful and appreciative. I used to get that lecture. Never made me feel more grateful, right? But appreciate them so they can feel it, they can sense it. That's how we do it. We acknowledge other people, we appreciate ourselves.